Hello guildies, and welcome back to another beautifully polygonal day here on my Minecraft server. I have just finished up the temple. What are you doing, zombie? Burning! Oh, help me, I'm on fire! Well, anyways, here I am at my temple. Dig site. Enderman. And, see if I can get an ender pearl fast. Oh, come back here, you. No, that's okay. Yeah. Nope, no ender pearls. That's okay. That is such an eerie sound when they die. Oh, it freaks me out. Anyways, we're here at the temple. The dig site is over. The last episode was an entire time lapse, and heads up, I think I'm going to put together all of them all the time lapses I've done, which was 3 episodes of digging down from about this level, I believe. So I dug down all of that, and then I did all of the construction around it. So that's what's going to be in the next episode. But as for this one, it's time for me to get back into the swing of things here. So I'm going to go explore the temple in the name of history, and maybe if we find something we can put it in a museum. Aiden, my nephew, he likes the looking around stuff, so that's what's up. We've done all the digging, and now it's time, I'm going to leave that open just in case, to come in and explore the temple. So I'm going to come in and look over here, and go ahead and light those guys up. Now, I've only been in a couple sand temples. I'm aware that something's going on over there, but we'll see what happens. So I come over here, and interesting stairs. Yeah, that goes over there. I'll light this up. Maybe this will help keep some of those little buggers from coming in and blowing the place up. And this is the upper level, so you can overlook it. So it looks like these guys were, sun worshippers. So when I want to be careful here, the noonday sun would strike that beam, and then it would be on, as it were. Go back up here. So I suspect they had high priests in the temple performing various rituals during the solstice. Just one theory. Who knows? It could be anything. Alright, let me come back out here and light this guy up a little bit. Oh, looks like some destruction happened over here, possibly. Or maybe that's just infill. Okay. We'll go across and light these up. Doesn't look like anything's going on. That guy's walled in. Yeah. So the dig will continue. We will pull out some of these sections to see what we can see, and by golly, that looks like it's it, doesn't it? But you and I all know it's not. This is far too tempting. Let's see, what is that, clay? Kind of peek. Oh, something's going on down there. Something big. Throw a torch down there. Yeah. It looks like, well, oh, there's a lot of iron down there, but unfortunately it looks like there have been looters in this particular instance. Okay, so those guys are there. Let's go ahead and see about maybe getting down there. Yeah. Alright, heading down. Oh, that would have hurt a lot. Yep. Guys, it looks like during all the excavation that presumably a mob spawned in here, stepped on that pressure plate, for those of you who don't know, and revealed the trap of the sand temple. And if you haven't seen a sand temple all the way through to completion before, I won't spoil it for you here, but I guess I kind of did. Down at the bottom here is usually some goodies, and it looks like it blew up a lot. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to have to pillar all the way up there. I should have enough with 39 pieces. But while I'm here, I'm going to grab this iron, and I'm going to explore a little bit up top, because as I said, these guys were sun worshippers here out in the sand. So they developed a calendar around their summer solstice, and I think you'll be intrigued by some of the things that happen here when the sun is at high noon. Alright, give me a couple seconds and put myself together, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hi guildies, and welcome back to the dig site. I'm here trying to get a couple things done just before the sun hits high noon. As you can see, I'm all decked out in Indiana Jones mode, and we're here at the Desert Temple, where these once proud and ancient people used to worship the sun of all things. How did we come to this conclusion? Well, as we were... I do not want to deal with that guy right now. Where can I put him where he can do no harm? Let's just ignore him for now. Alright, let me see if I can get around here without bringing him... Oh, might that have something to do with it? Let me put some lights in here too. I did not notice this during the dig site. Of course, it is on the outside of the excavation site. We'll come back and deal with that in a little bit. What was I saying? Oh yes, this is a sun-worshipping desert people. And we came across a site in the back quadrant of the dig site. This abandoned well. Here he comes. Here he comes. Come on, buddy. Come on out here. Whoop. The other green obstacle. Alright, come here. Knock back! Knock further back! Wow, this sword is nice. Anyways, we came back here, we dug down a little bit more, and we found this abandoned well. At least we thought it was a well at first, and then we realized that, you know, it goes all the way down to something in particular. And we looked on the top, and there was a hole in the top, and we thought that was nothing. But normally, at the bottom of wells, you'll find small animal bones and miscellaneous trinkets, and sometimes people would utilize these as wishing wells, so you might find functioning currency of the date. So we were excavating down, and we found something unusual. I'm not going to tell you what it is, because it's about that time. I'll show you in a little bit. But we came back and traced it all the way back here to the temple, and we are absolutely certain now that this is a sacrificial sand temple. So what people would do is they would gather around for miles and miles, and the high priest would come in here with the sacrificial entity. This would be the sacrificial entity, and as the sun approached high noon and gleamed through there, the ritual would culminate in the following. And there you go, the sacrificial entity, be it, whoa, look at that. Be it astute warrior, someone who had competed for the right to throw themselves into the lava pit that is there, would stand there and allow themselves to be sacrificed to their sun deity as he crested over to high noon. Pretty interesting stuff, I thought. So that's it down there. We did some more digging from a tertiary tunnel to find some things. We'll go over that in a little bit. But seriously, as you can see, this is a little bit of a redstone item I've put together. And I'd be more than happy to show you how I did that. And I will right now. Alright, gang, and here it is. This is the, as aforementioned, method by which this temple sacrificial area was constructed. What I did was just went down just beneath where the purple clay is and made a little floor there and got ready for it. And then I dug all the way back, pretty far back, just to make it kind of get away from the temple. This was a little too close, I felt, and then I went and did this one, and I'll show you where those are in a little bit, because I'm just going to go ahead and get this started here. It's a pretty simple thing, actually. And yes, those of you who are astute have realized that I'm constructing this as if I've already shown it to you, but this is a daylight sensor. Pretty simple device. And at high noon, it creates a pulse that's 15 long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 15. Alright, so if we come back here and look up into the sky. Oh, hold on. See, that's why I dug this other hole. You can see the sun coming up over the middle. Right? Approaching noon. 15 long. I'll go ahead and leave that one there. This is... Let me mark this because that's where it's going to have to go. Alright, so once it gets here, I can put a repeater there and run it over to here for what you're about to see, and then it'll be high noon when the event occurs. Now, I did not take the time to create a repeater for this, so I will go do that real fast, and then I'll cut scene right back to what's going on down here. Alright gang, I am back, and I have completed it. I'm sorry, I didn't really like the way it looked while I was putting it together, but I'll walk you through it. You're already familiar with what we did back here. The daylight sensor, once it reaches high noon-ish, between 11 and 1 I would say actually, this powers up, sending a pulse through here, and that turns this off. Alright, so this block charges, the redstone torch turns off, so then this line turns off. Over here we have a repeater into 2 pistons, sticky pistons that are extending outward. Yeah. So while that's charged, it comes over here, and this charge turns this off, which turns this on. Alright, that's another redstone torch, which extends that sticky piston up, that puts the blue clay or purple clay back into position. Could I have done this with a single line? I don't think so, no, because... Well, I could have deviated the line from here and eliminated some redstone torching, but I wanted to have a strong signal from this point forward to work with, so that's why this flops it off and then back on. So if I just turn this off, that I know, I'm thinking out loud now, why did I do it like that? Because if this is on, all the way to there, that's on. Oh, this has to be here so that the torch is on. So this has to turn off. At some point this line has to turn off so that this torch is on. It has to flop. But that's how that works, and let me see here. I took everything apart because I'm going to be outside digging around here in a second. But if you look down, there's the lava pit, and beneath that, oh, there's some water. So I'm planning on putting the portal here, the nether portal here for the sand temple, and this would be the exit that was excavated and discovered out front here. So that'll work out pretty well for me as far as traveling to and from the sand temple. But that is the way in which I crafted that, and I do hope you enjoyed it. Also, over here is the well, the dried up well that we were using. Let me make sure I've got everything in place back here. Alright, the dried up well that we were using as the sundial, as it were. Alright, so close that back up. Now it's a big secret. Alright, so that's how the area beneath here was constructed to generate the solstice high noon sacrificial area inside the sun worshipping temple. But out here, this was, whoops, wrong block. Oh, wait, am I doing this wrong? I kinda am. Let me go ahead and put that up and that up. And then that'll be, I think that's right. Hold on a second. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, yes, I remember. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to get rid of some of this too. Alright, that there. 1, 2, 3. Right? Get rid of this. And let me put that up and bring this down. Guard all of this. Right. Okay. Okay, dokie. And there, oops, there, and there. Alright, and these center pieces, you know, that's what that is. And then these guys. Oh, it's getting sundown, so let me go ahead and hopefully get this wrapped up quickly. These guys are here. So what this was a section of the dig site that we had not yet discovered. I'll be back for that. Get these guys down there. That one goes there, I believe. This one goes here. This one goes here. So these would have been traditionally wells. So they would have thought that this was a well, except for this particular one. I'll get that fixed and then it'll look a lot better. Would have a clear line of sight through the top down to the meter. So it would be secret. Let me fence it off a little bit here and get you back to what we were looking at. Alright, gang, well, thank you very much for joining me. That was the end, essentially, of the desert temple, the sun-worshipping desert temple area. I think I enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I enjoyed doing it. I hope you enjoyed watching it. We're going to be going on now. There's some other things I want to look at up over the hill here. I thought the project was going to be bigger than it is, so I might have to reevaluate it, but it should be fun. It'll be a nice little October project. The sand temple is done. You have seen now all of the accoutrements. Whoops, ran into that. And I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to build your own sand temple, feel free to use the same schematics. As for me, I think I've had enough of this, so I'm going to sacrifice myself to the solar deity. Ah! Into the water. Oh, look, they made it! Awesome! So I can use this guy again. I think I will. Alright, gang. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed it, but I will see you real soon.